The latest now on that fire burning at the Santa Ana National Wildlife Refuge.
We first told you about the fire last night at 10. The park will remain closed to the public tomorrow. Today we were allowed in with a guide, but we were not allowed near the flames or the burned areas. And tonight that fire continues to burn.
But there is good news. As of right now, authorities say the fire is 100% contained. It has been burning for 30 hours now, and authorities say it was sparked by an ember that originated on Mexico's side of the river.
Channel 5's Trayson Bragg was there earlier today. He's back in our studio tonight. Trayson, you've been on this story since it broke. So how often do fires on our side of the river get traced back to Mexico?
Well, Christine and Oscar, we learned fires like this happen more often than you think. Lush trees, beautiful pathways, amazing wildlife. That's what Mary and Dave Bruin enjoy most about the Santa Ana National Wildlife Refuge.
There's lots of birding that, we can see. It's just a really, really nice place to go see.
The couple are concerned about the fire that ignited at the refuge last night. Santa Ana Wildlife Refuge project manager Robert Jess tells us the fire, which is currently burning, was caused by an ember from a fire on the Mexican river bank. He tells us this isn't the first time an ember from Mexico has crossed the river.
It's been a tremendous concern, and we've had years where we've had up to 300 fires, and that goes from Falcon Lake all the way east to the island.
Jess tells us this fire is the largest the refuge has seen in many years. 325 of the 2,800 acres have burned. He tells us in addition to fighting the fire, firefighters must be on the lookout for falling, rotting trees.
And the reason that they are widow makers, you got several thousand pounds of tree standing there suddenly coming down on you, and so it's a hazard.
Scott Affeld is the assistant fire management officer of the refuge. He tells us no nearby residents are at risk. His crew has managed to completely contain the fire.
Trails, the river, and a paved road that make up the containment lines. That's keeping everything basically inside that polygon.
Affeld says now that the fire is completely contained, it will actually be a benefit to the biological ecosystem of the refuge.
It's burning up some of these, trees that are slowly rotting away. It's getting rid of them. It's going to rejuvenate and put all that nutrients back into the soil, and we're going to get new plant growth in areas that there currently isn't plant growth.
Affeld explains that will eventually lead to a more beautiful refuge. That's great news for the Bruins. Jess tells us the refuge will remain closed until staff can ensure the safety of visitors. He says firefighters will be examining thousands of trees to ensure they don't create a danger to the public. Trayson Bragg, Channel 5 News at 10:30.